Nope, both players kept 7. Fledgestrand pass. No mulligans. Underground C. Tamio. Ryan fetching. Is it going to be a Surveilland? Is it going to be a Triome? Is it going to be a Swords on end step? We're on the edges of our seats.
You want 18? I'll get Mythical Artifact.
This is getting exciting. Tundra. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Definitely helps.
Ramalita says on November 10th, all 3 combo decks, Dimir, Reanimator, Nadu, and Forge should get hit. I think a lot of people are feeling the same as Ramalito right now.
You do a Fatal Push spell center?
And step Brainstorm. Okay, that wasn't on my that wasn't on the menu. AP says I always say good luck, but I'm looking at my deck when I say it. Yeah. AP very tricky.
Yep. Pass 2.
I guess it was a main phase Brainstorm. Okay. So Tamio attacks. Ed makes a clue. There's the clue.
Nope. Thank you, Construct. Okay.
Passing the turn. Misty Rainforest getting cracked here.
Yep. Search good.
Yeah, for a while now, we're going to hear from the ban-obsessed folks.
3, 4, right?
Yeah.
I can't say I have a really good prediction for what's going to happen with this next announcement.
Or actually, yeah, you can still play stuff.
Anybody in the chat or in the comments have predictions? Which cards will get hit? Let us know. There's a Hedge Maze Surveil, and it looks like it's a promo. A little bit of bling. Death Tank wants an unban of the Mecha Spawn. Are you aware how many lives were ruined by the Mecha Spawn, Death Tank?
I'm going to attempt to cast Uro, take me.
Oh, there's Uro. Oh, boy. I Wender says RIP Atraxa. Ramalito says Tamio and Nadu safe. I don't know if that means to ban them or that they're going to be safe from the bans.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 5, 11.
Looks like a force pitching Tamio on a Bowmaster. Bowmaster is countered.
So I got a 20.
So Earl's going to resolve. We're going to gain some life. Maybe ramp. Xander's Lounge comes in. Xander's Lounge is the Grixis land. From Streets of New Capenna.
Draw through.
A lot of talk recently, this was on my mind over the weekend, a lot of talk recently about the Spider-Man set and other recent sets that some people at least, didn't really care for. Aether Drift comes to mind, New Capenna comes to mind, Thunder Junction comes to mind. These are just sets that I personally have seen a lot of complaints about on the internet. Going back to Lorwyn next year, I wasn't really playing when Lorwyn was brand new, but the amount of time it took us to go back to Lorwyn, it seems pretty obvious to me that there were some issues first time around. 20 years from now, will we be going back to Capenna, Thunder Junction, Aether Drift, or maybe even another Spider-Man set, and everybody be all excited for it? I think that's the way things goes. That's the way things go with Magic. Kind of a funny thing. As time passes, opinions on things change. What do you think about that?
I'll take 3 out of 17.
Is it possible that over time those set that seems like mistakes now will be receiving rounds of applause when we return later? Kamigawa, also a similar situation. Nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about. AP says No Man's in Core was designed as part of a block Richard Garfield worked on. I feel as though Nadu is gaming as Richard Garfield intended. Ramalito says, yes, they will be banned. Safe is used in Germany as 100%. Okay, so Ramalito predicting Tamio and Nadu will be banned. There's another Goif on Ed's board right now, by the way. Bud says, I'd love a Homelands revisit. No cap, as my kids would say. We did get a little bit of Homelands revisit in, what was that? Commander Legends? They made like new Baron Sengir and a bunch of other characters from that set. It was like a partial return to Homelands or something.
Play Wasteland. Sure. Wasteland.
All right, firing off a Wasteland. It's Kama saying unironically, I do think Nadu won't get banned because of the lack of its online results contributing to the back-end data Wizards of the Coast has.
That deck is not good against Kyle.
Three. How many cards in there?
3.
You know, there's a little bit also of like this this stuff going on with bans in Magic where people like myself say, yeah, I don't know what should be banned, and then someone like will put a spreadsheet in front of me and be like, you see, Reanimator is 15% of the meta and it has a 53% win rate, so therefore it needs a... I just don't know if that's enough data to make those decisions, if that makes sense. I'll give you an example of what I mean. People talking about Tamio being banned in the chat. I'm making this up. I don't have any actual information of this, but if Reanimator wins 53% of its matches on MTGO, let's say, but of those won matches, very few of them had a Tamio appear in the game, does that change? Does that change your mind? Does that mean that we have the wrong card to be... You know what I mean? Like, this is why I don't spend a lot of time worrying about this stuff. I just don't have all the information, and neither do you. And I just don't see the point of losing sleep about it. They're going to do whatever they're going to do. I have no control over it. And I just don't care.
Another type, so it'll go to 4 now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Did I explain that right? Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Sometimes I feel like nobody understands what I'm saying. Lemmy says, I hope I enjoy Lorwyn drafts since I'll be doing a lot of it. All right. We have some limited players watching. Gigi says Tamio did nothing wrong. Prismatic Ending targeting Nethergoyf here. Nethergoyf has 4 power right now.
It's a 5/5, so this is a 0/0, and this gives it +1/+1.
Force pitching Tamio. Force of negation back. Really wants this Nethergoyf off the board with 9 life. Tapped out now.
Correct. Sorry, thank you. No.
Okay, so Nethergoyf is gone. End step Bowmaster. It's another cantrip disabler and a clock. 1 card in Ryan's hand. It's not looking good for Ryan at the moment, I feel. Here's a ponder for Ed. Another example, last time we had a ban announcement coming up. I think it's safe to say at this point we have some know-it-alls on social media that have all the answers. Glaring Fleshraker has to go. The card's a big problem. What happened? Nobody's talking about it anymore.
Go ahead.
What happened?
Yep.
Mute. Lord says, I'm usually not a big fan of bans, but last week at the Legacy Monthly, I was looking around and saw a Tamio on almost everyone's board. Might be a little issue. It could be. It could be. Minsk and Boo. Let's go. Minsk and Boo is We have not seen this card on stream in quite a while. It's a bit of a throwback at this point. Countering Minsk and Boo. Come on. Let it resolve. Yeah, what happened to banning Murktide? Yeah. It's all just so exhausting. People that think they know everything just not being quiet. It's just, I find it all really annoying. Shut up. Just shut up. All right, Lorian reveal. I told everybody when I started the stream I was in a weird mood. I warned everyone.
Attempt to escape Earl?
All right, escaping Uro. Big problem card.
Basic message. No, sorry, non-basic.
Sorry, just thinking here. Earl's
Trigger. Go to 5.
Uro is in. Orc army grows, and a ping happens, but Uro, 6/6 creature, will be a good blocker. Brazen Borrower flashed in, though. That flies over it. And that is the game. It takes game 1. I think. Gizlo, thank you for the resale with Prime. 38 months.
Stance will be really good right now. More stance still, Tamio?
Yep.
Its comment says this game showed the power of Tamio. It enabled more cards for Ed to get ahead and find the answers he needed. Yeah, cracking the clues and all that. Tamio did generate quite a bit of card advantage in that game. Great point by Yotsukama. Turn 1 Ponder here for Ryan. Off a basic island. Will we see Minsk and Boo in this game? I'm kind of dying to know. Probably got sided out. I don't know. Thoughtseize. Hand is revealed. Stop moving. Leyline Binding, Force of Will, Pyroblast, Tundra, Misty Rainforest, Tropical Island. Not a very good Force of Will. Pyroblast or Leyline Binding, probably the choice. Looks like Ed's leaning towards Leyline. Is it time for Ragavan and Dreadhorde Arcanist to come back? I'm, I look at the Legacy band list, I see Dreadhorde Arcanist, and it feels like, what are we doing?
Fire Ice was so sick.
Here's up the Beanstalk. Card's good. Roughly a year and a half ago to 2 years ago, a lot of talk about this card needing to be banned. Not anymore.
18?
Gizlo says, did Leyline Binding save our play patterns? Jury's out. Yeah, Leyline Binding might have fixed it all. Bowmaster. Well, Force of Will feels like a good call on this Bowmaster, pitching Brainstorm. Steamboat with a question, why isn't Orcish Bowmaster still a problem? Many people wanted it banned. There still is a crowd that want it banned. There's probably still people that want Murktide banned, like unironically. Or up the Beanstalk. But, those feelings kind of fade over time. I think people just kind of get used to a card, see its value in the format, stuff like that. I would be very surprised to see Orcish Bowmaster banned, personally. It feels like a great part, great part of the Legacy format at this point, in my opinion. Shard Twin, thank you for the sub with Prime. 60 months. That's a 5-year badge. Thank you, thank you. 5 years. We've been streaming for too long, chat. This might be the last one. Leyline Binding, triggering the Beanstalk.
21. And then I'm going to
You got 3
minus target.
I'm sorry.
Cast the rat.
So, do I draw my card? I draw my card.
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
and then
Off camp.
Okay, Leyline Binding removes the Nethergoyf. I like Leyline Binding a lot. Card's really cool. Brainstorm.
And then tap trigger.
No Brainstorm for Ed. Unlikely that Ryan has Bowmasters in the list, but could happen. Yeah, Ed does have a really nice notebook in the bottom right of your screen. I did point that out to Ed at one point. IRL. Thoughtseize. Might get another look at Ryan's hand. Let's see. Uro, Swords, Leyline, Power Blast. Pretty good hand. Unlikely to choose Uro. Unless we have like a surgical or something. Swords, Leyline, Power Blast. I think Leyline, yep, Leyline will be the choice. Can remove the most different things. Not a bad hand for Ryan. Typically these Beanstalk decks like Ryan's feel favored against tempo. They have, it can feel like more removal, more card advantage than they have creatures or Bowmasters. Another Uro. Well, not another Uro, but we saw it in the previous game. First time in this game. Uro heads to the trash, waiting there for later. Could come in as, oh, well, now Spellbomb. That changes the Uro situation. It's likely Ed will remove Uro now. Yep, takes that opportunity. Don't want Uro to escape.
As I'll pass to you, sir.
And I'll just.
All right, Ryan with some draw go action. Has up the Beanstalk on the battlefield. How many times has this Beanstalk triggered at this point after being deployed? I think just once with a Leyline? Haven't gotten a lot of use out of it yet. If there was another time, I forgot.
Oh, no, Lauren revealed.
All right, Ryan almost broke the life counter.
Draw 3. And
Oh, there was a Force of Will as well? Okay, fair enough.
do it again.
No plus.
Either way, as the game goes on, the more times we trigger Beanstalk, the further and further ahead Ryan will get in this game. Ed with now no threats on the board. Well, Tamio's sort of a threat. Not in the way that I was imagining. But Tamio likely going to get removed here. We saw Power Blast and Swords in Ryan's hand.
No, yeah, I'm playing 4. I have to play 4 Lauren, so I'm playing 4 really slow.
Xander's Lounge is fetched. Leyline Binding. Trigger the beans. That's not bad at all. And Tamio is exiled. A little bit confusing, but both of Ed's creatures are removed by Leylines right now.
You remember when people were trying the Waterlock Keep?
Is this going to be another up the Beanstalk? Ugh. Yep. It's pretty good.
It's not like a non-zero.
It feels like Ryan is now way ahead in this game. I'm not liking Ed's chances at all. A third up the Beanstalk. Well, you got to be kind of careful after you have 3 of them. But I imagine Ryan will close out this game soon.
Kind of productive. With
Minskimbu. Hard casting force is Ed. Ryan's going to fetch in response to that. Power Blast to protect Minskimbu. Timeless Heroes. It looks like Minskimbu is going to resolve. It's going to plus make a Boo into a 4/4. Ryan has the right token. Today's stream is going really well, chat.
Plus Minskin, put 3 counters here.
We might post this one on YouTube.
I'm gonna try to push the.
Okay, sounds like a fatal push on Boo is happening here before it can get the counters. Fair enough. Every turn another Boo is going to appear, so Ed's going to have to remove Minskin Boo ASAP. Well, Shoulder's Edict isn't bad.
I'm going to try to force this force negation, trigger up the Beanstalks.
Force a Will on Shoulder's Edict, draw 3 cards, gets the scoop. I think I agree with Ed there. The game is over. Moving on to game 3. Ed will be on the play.
I got yeah.
Oh, yeah, Teferi. Narset we don't see much, but yeah, I think Dextro has the list. Oh, Tezzeret Cruel Captain totally makes the list. Is it in top 5? Probably. Yeah, I think Minskin Boo has been knocked out of the top 5, is safe to say. Funk Bro, thank you for the sub with Prime. 9 months, that's a new badge. Appreciate that. Force of Ancestral, yeah. Force of Will, draw 3 cards. Pretty good. All right, 1 card on the bottom for Ryan, a Multi 6. Turn 1, Nethergoy for Ed. I really love Comet Stellar Pup. That card is great. Swords on the Nethergoy. It's gone.
Get greedy.
No life gained. It's also, if you're considering the front and back side for Planeswalkers, a Johnny is another big one in Legacy. Ponder responded to by a Bowmaster. Force pitching Brainstorm on that. Yeah, Minskin Boo did have a chance to shine in Legacy for a while. What year was that now? Was that 2023? I don't know. I'm confusing the timeline, but Minskin Boo did see a lot of Legacy play at one point. And I massively enjoyed playing with and against the card. It was fun.
It's a little 2-mana draw 3. Not that bad. You cracked, what, 1 for me, right?
Since I started playing Legacy, whenever it was, I don't know. Long time ago. I've seen Legacy go through ups and downs where even for me, Legacy felt super fun, super enjoyable, down to it's getting a little boring, a little stale, and everything in between. And it felt like when Minskin Boo was getting played a lot, I was having a blast. That was a good time.
The other is going to be this. Yeah, I'm going to cast this.
Bowmaster. In response to an Uro, force pitching Lorien revealed. And Uro looks like will be resolving without a Bowmaster on the board. So managed to fight off 2 Bowmasters in this game. But now Ryan down to 1 card in hand. Uro's in the graveyard, though, which could help us out a lot later. Awkward having the basic planes in play, though. We'll have to make 2 more land drops to escape Uro. Powerglyph. Well, that could be a problem.
Brainstorm was
The time period in Legacy when Minsk and Boo was getting played, the initiative cards were seeing a lot of play. I felt like Legacy was fun back then. Not necessarily compared to right now. I'm just saying I was having a good time.
Uptick's good.
And I think it was more fun than right now.
No, you don't. No, I don't. Yeah, not until I say resolve, then you
There's a brainstorm for Ryan. Ramalito with a question: is the Goyf good in this matchup? It's an attacker that must be dealt with. I like having some extra must deal with threats against a deck like Beans. Yeah, I would say it's good in the matchup. It's not bad. Swords getting forced. Pitching Brainstorm. All right. Well, Barrowglyph is going to live here, and it's probably going to deliver a big hit.
So I have creature, land, instant sorcery.
Dextro says, kind of sad I missed the window of Legacy when White Plume Adventurer was legal. I was having fun in that meta. I was having a good time. I understand White Plume probably needed to be banned. I get it. I'm not going to go into a whole explanation of that, but I was having a good time. Murktide Regent. Oh boy. So now Ed with two pretty significant threats on the board. Uro really far away from getting cast. And looks like Barglyph has 5 power. Murktide has 6 power. Ryan's going to run out of time really fast.
off of the counter.
I was so tempted to copy stuff. What the fuck can I do?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I mean, like, I looked at the top four.
Oh wait, you're right.
I mean, I'm not gonna attack anyone.
Looks like there's a 4th year Lingus and a Swords to Plowshares in the top 3 cards of the deck. One of those cards is decent right now. The other one does nothing. And Ryan's just going to shuffle. That's a bad sign if you're cheering for Beans here. Someone was asking before if Barrowglyph is good in this matchup. I think we're seeing why it's good. It needed to be answered. Ryan couldn't do it, and now it looks like Ryan's going to lose the game.
Let's double check the going for
Cast a 5.
Still got the full right?
So I have creature, instant, sorcery, land.
Okay, yeah, and kind of. So, go to combat. So 11.
Go to 3.
11 damage comes in. Ryan drops to 3. Barrowglyph triggers. Mike, thank you for the resub at tier 3. 15 months. Mike was at the dentist, but when you have a tier 3 badge, you can show up late. Thank you, Mike.
To Barry stands.
Mike is an important member of our community. The hand gets revealed here. Cardboard Flowers would have been nice. Loam was on top of the deck. GG's. Ed gets it.